some number of racks are there. How many racks? In total we have some 8 S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z are kept one above the other, but not necessarily in the same order, Each rack contains different items like books, newspapers, toys, clothes and so on. Hence in total we have some 8 different articles, and the flowers rack is not the second from the bottom, isn't it? Now this is the first information here. Flower is not the second from the bottom, as flower not the second from the bottom, and flower is not the second from the bottom. This is what the information we have, and only one rack is kept between X and T. Between X and T, tell me how many are there? There is only one rack. X and T can be like this, or X and T can be like this, isn't it? How many possibilities? We have some 2 possibilities. And the clothes rack is kept immediately above X. Immediately above X, it must be clothes. Now this is the first case, and in the second case, clothes is immediately above this X, hence the clothes is immediately above this X. And the newspaper rack is immediately above jewelry rack. Newspaper is immediately what? Immediately above the jewelry box. Now the newspaper is immediately above the jewelry rack, and Z is not the newspaper rack, Y is kept immediately below the magazine. Now Y is kept immediately below the magazine, Y is kept immediately below the magazine. Only one rack is kept between U and magazine. Between U and magazine, how many? There must be exactly one. As there must be exactly one between these two, as magazine is here and U can be here, that is one possibility, or magazine and Z and U can be here. There is one more possibility, isn't it? Because between these two, Z is not, Y is kept immediately below the magazine rack, and Y is kept immediately below the magazine rack, hence this is Y, which is kept immediately below the magazine rack, isn't it? Y is kept immediately below the magazine rack, and only one rack is kept between U and the magazine. Between U and the magazine, there must be exactly one rack, and exactly one rack between U and the magazine rack, isn't it? Between U and the magazine rack, there must be exactly one, and U can be here, U and the magazine, isn't it? Or between U and the magazine, now this is the other case, hence we have these possibilities as of now. And next one, and the magazine rack, X does not contain newspaper. Now neither Z nor X contain newspaper rack, and 3 racks kept between W and Z. Now between W and Z, how many racks should be there? There must be exactly 3 racks. Now 3 racks between W and Z, and at the same time, W and Z there must be exactly 3 racks. As W and Z there must be exactly 3 racks, W and Z, and 1, 2, 3, and W and Z, this is the possibility. And only one rack is kept between flower and T. Between flower and T there must be exactly one. As there must be exactly one between flower and T. Now in the first case, if you take here, now flower and T, flower can be after this one, isn't it? And only one rack is kept between flowers rack and T. Between flower and T there must be exactly one rack, and flower and T there must be exactly one rack. Here flower can be X or flower can be below this one, isn't it? Only one rack between these two, and similarly here also flower can be X or flower can be here, isn't it? And next one, S rack is filled with presumes in last rack. Now it has already been filled, S is at the last, and only 3 racks are between clothes rack and the books rack. Cloth and book there must be exactly 3. As there must be exactly 3 between clothes and this one. Now, so if clothes is here, between clothes rack and books rack there must be exactly 3. As clothes is here 1, 2, 3, and books must be immediately above these flowers, isn't it? That is immediately after this T. Are you following this one or not? And now in this case, if you take this one, clothes and 3 in between clothes and flower, clothes and books. Now 1 is here, 2, 3, and it is not fall because the number of will be more. As number of will be more, then 3 in between, clothes rack and books rack, clothes is here 1, 2, 3, and books and flowers must be before, isn't it? Now in this case, now books and flowers is before, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 were already there here. Then x is kept above t. X is kept above t, but as here x is below this t, isn't it? Is the second case following here? No, hence this case is ruled out. Finally, we are left with only one case. What is its case here? Clothes, x, blank, t, next one is books, isn't it? And flowers can be either before or this one, isn't it? Now, let us take this example. Finally, we could able to finalize the order here. Now, in this order, what is the first element here? Then clothes has been given here. If clothes is here, and after this clothes, we have discussed about what? As x. After this clothes x, next to clothes is a blank, and next to blank is what? A magazine, isn't it? T. As next to this one is T. If T is here, next to T is what? Next to T is books. If books is here, after this book, and flowers are newspapers and anything. Now, sir, now this one which is at the last, the flower rack is kept immediately above Z. Flower is immediately above Z. Flower is immediately above Z. And earlier one we have one information, the last track. What is the last track here? The last track is S. S is filled with the presumes in the last track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and S at the last, and it must be presumes. Isn't it? This is what the information we have. Now, earlier we have left one more information regarding this Y and T, isn't it? One in between these two. Then the flowers rack is not the second from the bottom. Flower is not the second from the bottom, and only one rack is kept between X and T. And the clothes is kept immediately above X, and newspaper is immediately above the jewelry box, jewelry. Newspaper is immediately above this jewelry. And newspaper and jewelry are immediate adjacent to each other. And this newspaper is not from the second from the bottom, isn't it? Why say not second from the bottom here? Because this presumes is at the bottom, and newspaper cannot be at the second. That information is not at all required here. And Z is not a newspaper rack. Z cannot be newspaper rack. Next one. Y is kept immediately below the magazine. Y is immediately below this magazine. If magazine is here, and Y is immediately below this magazine, and there is one rack between U and a magazine rack. Between U and a magazine, how many must be there? There must be exactly one. Either this case, or what is the other case here? Magazine and Y and U can be here. There is one rack between magazine and U. As there is one rack between magazine and U, hence there is a blank and U can be here, isn't it? Now we need to combine these two. If you combine these two U, where can we fix this U here? And U blank magazine, U blank magazine, which is not possible, and in this case is not possible. Are you following this one or not? Then what is left over here? Magazine, Y and U. Now magazine, Y and U, tell me where can we fix this magazine, Y and U? Magazine is here. If you take magazine at this place and Y, is it possible at this place Y? No. Hence, if, then where should this magazine be? Now if magazine is here, this will be Y, isn't it? And the next one will be newspaper. And newspaper, and whatever this one, the next one will be jewelry. And jewelry will be here, then, and newspaper. Now from where we need to start this one here? Magazine is T. Now this magazine is T. After this magazine, this books is Y. Books is Y, next one is U. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we are done. Now we are left with, now newspaper is immediately above this jewelry, and newspaper and jewelry is immediately above each other. And S is what? S is at the top, isn't it? S is at the top or the bottom? Now S is, where is S here? Now Y is kept immediately below the magazine rack. Only one rack is kept between U and the magazine rack. Last rack can be at the bottom or can be at the end, isn't it? And U and the magazine. X does not contain newspaper. X does not contain newspaper, and at the same time newspaper cannot be the second from the bottom, isn't it? X does not contain newspaper. As X does not contain newspaper, then where should this newspaper must be at this place, isn't it? If newspaper is here and below this one it must be jewelry. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 we are done. Now we are left with only one. What is that one here? S, that is presumed, isn't it? S, that is presumed. Then what is the information here? S presumed, and clothes is here X blank and T, and flower is immediately above this Z. As flowers is immediately above this Z, Z is here and this will be flowers. We have done with this information, and newspaper and Z we have taken this one, and this one we have taken. And what is the only thing left over here? S, X, Z, T, Y and U were done. Now we are left with, and X is kept above T. X is kept above T. The flower rack is kept immediately above Z. Flower is immediately above Z, and 3 racks are kept between W and Z. Between W and Z there must be exactly 3, 1, 2, 3, hence the last one must be W. If the last one is W, and this clothes is V. Done with this? S, what is the final arrangement here? S, presume, V, clothes, X, flowers, then what about Z here? Z is toys, and T, magazine, and books is Y, and U is newspaper, and W is jewelry. Done with this? Then question number 66. Which racks are placed immediately above and immediately below the racks where toys were placed? Immediately above the toys is X and T. X and T are X and magazines, that is given in choice. X and magazines, choice 5. Then question number 67. Which rack is placed immediately below the rack U? Immediately below U, that is W, the jewelry. W, the jewelry, that is choice 4. And who are living on top and ground floor of the building respectively? Top and ground, S and N. Top and who are living top and ground floor of the building? Yes, tell me who are, and who are living top and ground floor of the building respectively. Now if F is here, or if S and V at this place, isn't it? Then V and S, isn't it? V and S can be here, and V and S, and choice 4 is the answer. Yes, any information regarding this one? Magazine cannot be at the second from the back. Newspaper cannot be at the second. Flowers rack is not the second from the bottom. If that information is given, then we can able to fix this. Okay? And this is about question number 66 to 68. Then 69 onwards. Now 69 to 71. Now in this 69 to 71, tell me what is the information here? Now 69 to 71, coding and decoding. Now find current economist scenario. If you check out these numbers, what are these numbers here? 63, 80, 15, 48. What are these numbers? 63, 80, 15 and 48 can be written as, 63 can be written as 8 square minus 1, and 80 can be written as 9 square minus 1, 15 can be written as 4 square minus 1, and 48 can be written as 7 square minus 1. As now, sir, n square minus 1 is the number. Then what is n here? N is nothing but the number of letters in each of the given words. Now find is here. Now in this word find, how many letters are there? 4 letters, and 4 square minus 1 is how much? 15. 4 square minus 1 is 15, and below this, before this 15, I is here, and before this I there is a star. That means for a 4 letter words, the element is star, and the second letter has been taken as I, isn't it? Then next one. What is the next one here? Current. Now in this current, now how many letters are there? There are 7 letters. 7 square minus 1 is 48, and for 48, where is this 48 here? IU. Now what is the second letter here? U is the second letter. And what is 7th letter? Now for 4 letter word, the symbol is what? Symbol is star. And 5 letter words were there or not? When I have 5 letter words, S. India is there and since is there. That means 5 letter word is represented with percentage, and 3 is also there, 3 letter words, the. Now where is this the here? That means 3 square minus 1, 8. Where is 8 at the rate of? 3 must be at the rate of. 3, 4, 5. Next one 6. And do you have any 6 letter word here? 35. 35 is not there, isn't it? 7 is there. And 7, 48. And where is 48 here? 7 is 48 means meeting. Hence 7 meeting, that is 48. Next one. And anything else here? Adjourn. and so on. You can able to find out the here. Now here scenario means 8-letter word. Now to this 8-letter word 63, and this is hash, and 9-letter word this is dollar. Now these are the symbols that are given to the number of letters, and the letter is the second letter of each of these words. And what is the code number here? N square minus 1, where n is the number of letters. Clear now? Now this is about question number 69 to 71. As tell me what is the code to the word system here? There are 6-letter word. As there is a 6-letter word, 35. Now 35 should be there, and at the same time a new symbol should be there, isn't it? Now 9. Now y must be at the second place, and this is 35, and it could be choice 3, isn't it? Choice 3 is the answer. Then question number 70, and what is the code for the word proverb? 7 is there, 7 square minus 1, that is 48. Second letter is R, and R 48, and for 7-letter, and the symbol is exclamation, hence choice 3. Then question number 71, and a hell. 4-letter word, 4 square, 4 is star, and second letter is E, and 4 square minus 1, that is 15, and star E15, that is choice 2. Done with this is about question number 69 to 71. Then 72 onwards. Now question number 72 to 75, data sufficiency. In this data sufficiency, how many statements are there? There are only 2 statements. Now which bag among P, Q, R, S and T is the heaviest? Now we have some 5 bags. Now the question is about among these 5 bags which is the heaviest. Then in order to identify which is the heaviest among these 5, first we need to take the information here. Q is heavier than R and S. Now this Q is heavier than both R and S, and bag T is heavier than only P, and T is heavier than only P, and this T cannot be heavier than the remaining any one of this, and T is heavier than only P. Then out of which how many bags are there in total? P, Q, R, S and T. Out of this P, Q, R, S and T, P and T were the last, and so they cannot be the first, and Q, R and S are after this Q, hence R and S cannot be the first, hence which is the first here? Q is the first. Am I getting a unique answer or not? Hence 1 alone is sufficient as of now. Then next one, only 3 bags are lighter than R. R must be at the second place. The weight of bag Q is 50 kg, which is 2 kgs more than R, and which is 2 kgs more than R means Q must be here. Again, are you getting the answer or not? Hence each statement alone is sufficient. Each statement alone, that is given in choice. Either statement 1 alone, 2 alone, that is choice 3 is the answer. Then question number 73. Are all the 5 friends A, B, C, D and E who are seated around a circular table, how many of them are facing the center? How many of them are facing the center? Isn't it? Now 5 persons were there, and how many of them are facing towards the center? Now A sits with B faces the center, clearly given. As B is facing the center, A sits out to the left of B. A is here, and D and E are immediate neighbors of each other. As D and E are immediate neighbors to each other, if D is here, E will be here, or if D is here, E will be here. And D and E are immediate neighbors to each other. Then C sits second to the right of E. As C is seated second to the right of E, now here, irrespective of the position of this E, now we do not know the exact position, hence 1 alone is not sufficient. Then what about the second here? D sits second to the right of C, and D is seated second to the right of C, and C faces the center, clearly given, and D sits second to the right of C, and both E and A are immediate neighbors of D. E and A are immediate neighbors of D, E and A, and the person who is left over is B, and B sits second to the right of A. As B is seated second to the right of A cannot be here, hence B sits second to the right of A, isn't it? Hence A must be at this place. If A is here, then what about E? A is at this place, and E will be at this place. A is here, and E will be at this. Now any information regarding this one, how many are facing towards the center? No information. Hence 1 alone is not sufficient, 2 alone is not sufficient, then by combining these two. If you combine these two, B sits second to the right of A. Now in this one, A is facing away from the center, then only B sits second to the right of A. And now we are combining these two. And D sits second to the right of C. As D is seated second, C faces the center. As C faces the center, D sits second to the right of E. Hence D must be at this place. If D is here, and E must be at this place. Done with this? And D sits second to the right of C, and C faces the center. E and E are the immediate neighbors of D. E and E are the immediate neighbors of E, and B sits second to the right of A. B is seated second to the right of A. And again A sits third to the left of B. A is seated third to the left of B, and B faces the center. D and E are immediate neighbors, and D and E are immediate neighbors. C sits second to the right of E. Now C is seated second to the right of E, hence C is facing towards the center. Then what about the direction of this D? D's direction. Now D's direction is not clearly known, whether D can be towards the center or away from the center. And so what is the question here? How many of them are facing towards the center? If D is facing towards the center, then there are 4 persons facing towards the center. Or if D is away from the center, only 3 persons are towards the center. Hence the answer could be either 3 or 4. Hence both the statements are also not sufficient to determine a unique answer. Choice 4 is the answer. Now this is about question number 73. Then 74. Now in a college, 5 different subjects, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology and mathematics are taught on 5 different days of the same week, starting from Monday and ending on Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Then the same week starting from Monday and ending on Friday, is chemistry taught on Wednesday? No, is. Whenever the question is given with is, now we need to identify whether it is definitely true or definitely false. Yes or no type of question, isn't it? Then now the is chemistry taught on Wednesday. Then condition number 1, 2 subjects are taught between zoology and mathematics. Between zoology and mathematics, how many are there? There are exactly 2 in between zoology and mathematics. Mathematics is taught before zoology, and this is maths and followed by zoology. And chemistry is taught on the day immediately next to the day when physics is taught. And chemistry is immediately after this one. As chemistry is immediately after this one, if this is mathematics and this must be chemistry, isn't it? Chemistry is immediately after what? Immediate is taught on the immediate next day to physics. And chemistry is immediately after this physics. Hence this is physics. If this is physics and this is chemistry, and between mathematics and zoology there is one more. And what is the other thing left over here? Botany. Hence botany. Are we getting the answer or not? Yes, what is the answer we are getting here? And Wednesday. Now sir, whether this is chemistry taught on Wednesday or not? As of now we got it is Wednesday, but what is the second case here? Mathematics can be here. If mathematics is here, physics can be here. Then chemistry and zoology, and this could be botany. Are you getting a unique answer? Isn't it? Usunda? Now 2 subjects are taught between zoology and mathematics. Between zoology and mathematics there are 2. It also between zoology and mathematics and zoology there are 2. Isn't it? And mathematics is taught before zoology. Mathematics is taught before zoology. Now in both the cases mathematics is taught before zoology. And next one is taught on the, and chemistry is taught on the day immediately next to the day when physics is taught. Chemistry is immediately next to the day physics is taught. And botany is not taught on Friday. Now sir, now botany is not taught on Friday, and this case is ruled out. Finally we are left with only one, that is chemistry is on Thursday. Are we getting a unique answer? What is the answer we are getting here? And chemistry is not taught on Wednesday, isn't it? Hence 1 alone is sufficient because we got a unique answer, that is no. Then coming to the second, 3 are scheduled between botany and zoology. 3 are between botany and zoology. If botany is here, zoology will be here, or if botany is here, zoology will be here. And 3 are in between botany and zoology. And next one, mathematics is taught immediately before physics. Mathematics is immediately before physics. Mathematics and physics, that is one possibility, or mathematics and physics, there is another possibility. If mathematics and physics, then chemistry will be here or chemistry here. Are we getting a unique answer or not? Yes? Chappan vastunda ravatleda? No. Now sir, if you observe here, now in this one, is there any chance of getting chemistry on Wednesday? No. Are we getting a unique answer or not? No, chemistry cannot be taught on Wednesday, isn't it? Hence 1 alone is sufficient, 2 alone is also sufficient. Then what is your answer here? Either 1 or 2. Either 1 or 2, that is choice 3 is the answer. Done with this? Choice 3. Then question number 75. Now in this 75, and is F. Again the question is about is. whenever the question is about is, now we have to say whether it is definitely true, definitely false, yes or no. Then is F the granddaughter of B and B is the father of M. Now this B is the father of whom? B is the father of M. M is the sister of T. M is the sister of T. T is the mother of F. T is the mother of F. As T is the mother of F, is F the granddaughter of B? May or may not. The gender of this F is not known. If F is a male, then I will get the answer. Or if F is a female, then also I will get the answer. As the gender of this person is not known, hence we cannot able to determine. Hence one alone is not sufficient. Then coming to the second, S is the son of whom? S is the son of F. S is the son of F, F is here. Now S is the son of F and V is the daughter of F. Now V is the daughter of F. R is the brother of T. R is the brother of T. Now R is the brother of T. This R cannot be combined with these three. R is the brother of T. Hence 2 alone is not sufficient, isn't it? There is no information about B at all, isn't it? Then by combining these two, if you combine these two, then S is the son of F. Now this S is the son of F, isn't it? Now V will be here and R is the brother of T. R is here. Now in this one also F's gender is not known. Hence by combining these two also we cannot able to determine whether that person is male or female. Hence neither 1 nor 2, that is choice 4. Done with this? And question number 75 is choice 4. Then 76. Now 76. Now in this one there are 3 statements, isn't it? Now A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. 8 persons are seated around a circular table facing the center. Information clearly specified, all the persons are facing towards the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then A is not an immediate neighbor of C. And who is sitting third to the right of C? Now the question is about who is seated third to the right of C. A is not an immediate neighbor of C and H is seated second to the left of F. Now, so as 3 statements were given, now we have to go through the choices only. And only each statement alone is not there, hence we have to go for the combination of 2 statements. Now let us combine 2 and 3. Now 2 and 3, B is sitting second to the left of G. If G is here and B is seated second to the left of G and A is opposite to D. A and D are opposite to each other. B is seated and E is sitting to the immediate right of G. E is to the immediate right of G and A is opposite to D. A and D are opposite, A and D can be in these 2 places, isn't it? That is the only possibility left out to this A and D. This is about condition number 2 and there is one person sitting between H and C. One person between H and C. H or C, one person between H and C, isn't it? Then if H and C one person is there, then who is the person left over here? A, B, C, D, E. F is a person, F must be here. And there is one person between H and C, F is sitting second to the left of D. F is seated second to the left of D, D is here. If D is here, A must be here. F is seated second to the left of D, there is one person between G and H. Now there is one person between G and H and C cannot be here and H is here, if H is here, C will be here. Are we getting a unique answer or not? Isn't it? Now we got a unique arrangement here, then we will get the answer. What is the answer? What is the question here? Then who is seated third to the right of C? As of now we got the answer with 2 and 3. As we got the answer with 2 and 3, then we have to, now we should choose a choice wherein there is a combination of 2 and 3, isn't it? Now all 1, 2 and 3. Can choice 1 be your answer? No, because I am getting an answer with the help of only 2 and 3 and there is no necessity for us to combine 1 along with 2 and 3, hence this is ruled out, isn't it? Then both 2 and 3 I got the answer, both 1 and 3, both 1 and 3 cannot be your answer alone. Why? Because I got the answer with 2 and 3, 1 and 3 cannot be your answer, isn't it? And now we need to check out 2 and either 1 or 3. What do you mean by this one? 2 and either 1 or 3 means 2 and either, that means 2 and 1 or 2 and 3. As of now I got the answer with 2 and 3. Now we need to check out with the help of 2 and 1 also we are getting the answer or not. And with the help of that one, if we got the answer, then your choice is 4 or else choice 2. Then 1 and 2. What is 1 here? And B is seated second to the left of G if G is here. And B is seated second to the left of G. And E is sitting to the immediate right of G. E is here seated to the immediate right of G. A is opposite to D and A and D are opposite to each other. Then condition number 1. A is not an immediate neighbor of C A is not an immediate neighbor of C, then H is seated second to the left of F. H is seated second to the left of F, H is here, H is seated second to the left of F, and what is other information here? A is not an immediate neighbor of C. A is not an immediate neighbor of C, C will be here. If C is here, A can be here or here. Am I getting any answer here? Who is seated third to the right of C? Third to the right of C, now G is the answer. Isn't it? Now, so though the positions of these two persons A and D cannot be finalized, but whereas the question is about who is seated third to the right of C. And who is seated third to the right of C here? G. Hence, what is your answer here? Choice 4 is the answer. Hence, 2 and either 1 or 3, that is choice 4. And this is about question number 76. Then coming to question number 77. Now in this 77, who is the tallest among 6 friends? How many persons are there? 6 friends, and A, B, C, D, E, and F all having different heights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And all these persons are having different heights. Then, now the question is related to what? Who is the tallest? Who is the tallest means now we need to identify the person who is coming at the first place. Who is the tallest? A is taller than only C and D. As A is taller than only C and D, then what are the positions of these? A, C and D must be at the 4th, 5th and 6th. A is taller than only C and D. Now again. Now 1 and 3 is there, 1 and 3 and 1 and 2, isn't it? Now first we are checking out the combination of 1 and 3. A is taller than only C and D, F is taller than B. F is taller than B, that is condition number 1. Then condition number 2, and F is not the tallest. As F is not the tallest, F is here, B is here. Is F and B is here, then E will be at this place. Am I getting a unique answer or not? And by combining which two I am getting the answer here? Only 1 and 2. As with the help of 1 and 2, if I am getting the answer here, then 2 and 3 alone cannot be your answer, isn't it? And 1 and 3 cannot be your answer because I am getting the answer with only 1 and 2 itself. Hence, choice 5 is the answer. This is what the advantage we have by going through the choices. Then, if we got a choice with the help of one of the, if we got an answer with the help of one of the choice, then we can able to eliminate the remaining choices as well. And that is choice 5. Done with this? Then question number 78 onwards. Now 78 to 82. Yes, how many of you had on this one? 78 to 82 done? Completed? Now in this one 78 to 82, tell me how many persons are there? We have some 10 persons seated around a circular table. And among these 7 persons, there are 4 persons who are facing away from the center. 4 of them are facing outside, and the remaining 6 persons are facing towards the center, isn't it? Then Z is third to the left of A, Z is third to the left of A, and P is seated second to the right of T, R is seated second to the left of W. Now 10 persons were there. Now this is how these 10 persons were seated, isn't it? Now these 2 persons are opposite, these 2 are opposite, and these 2 persons are opposite, and so on. And so all these persons are, they are opposite to each other. Then as they are opposite to each other, then condition number 1, and W. R is seated second to the left of W. As R is seated second to the left of W, W's position is not given, whether W is facing towards the center or away from the center. Now let us take W is facing towards the center. If W is facing towards the center and R is, whatever this R is seated second to the left of W, R must be here. R is seated second to the left of W and is facing the person who is sitting to the immediate neighbor of Q. R is facing the person means this R is facing towards the center only. If this R is facing away from the center, then this person will not face to anyone. Now this R is facing one person, that person is an immediate neighbor of Q, hence Q can be either here or here. There are 2 possibilities. R is facing one person, that means R's opposite person is also facing him. R is facing the person who is an immediate neighbor of Q. M is to the immediate right of D, M is to the immediate right of D, and M is to the immediate right of D, and T is facing the center. P is sitting between the persons who are facing away from the center. Q is third to the left of M, and Q is third to the left of M, and M who is facing outside. M is away from the center. D is fourth to the left of W. 1, 2, 3, 4. D is fourth to the left of W. And L is third to the right of R. L is third to the right of R, R will be here. L is seated third to the right of R. Are you following this one or not? L is seated third to the right of R. R is facing to L is seated third to the right of R. Hence, L must be at this place. If L is here, earlier we have one information regarding this L and Q. M is an immediate neighbor and so when Q is third to the left of M. Q is third to the left of M. Now, M is to the immediate right of D. As M is to the immediate right of D, M can be either here or here, isn't it? As M is at this place, 1, 2, 3, Q can be here, or M is here, Q can be here, isn't it? Then, and D is fourth to the left of W, L is seated third, Q is third to the left of M, Q is third to the left of whom? Q is third to the left of M, M who is facing outside. Now, this M is facing outside. If M is here and Q is seated third, M is facing away from the center, clearly given. M is facing outside, Q is third to the left of M. Now, sir, M can be either here, and Q can be either here or here, isn't it? Now, M is facing away from the center. Earlier we had discussed about these two cases, M can be either here or here. Now, M is away from the center. Now, if M is facing away from the center and Q is seated third to the left of M is not possible at all, isn't it? Hence, whatever the assumption we have taken, W is facing towards the center is completely ruled out. Now, we have the another case. What is the next case here? W is away from the center. Are you following this one or not? Now, first we have taken a case wherein the given condition can be invalid. Now this W is facing away from the center. How many persons are there? 10 persons. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now, these two persons are opposite and these persons are opposite and so on, isn't it? Then, now sir, what is the information we got here? W is facing away from the center. Now, I am fixing this W at this place. If W is here, then R is seated second to the left of W. R will be here. And this R is facing the person. That means R is facing one person. And that person is an immediate neighbor of Q. Q can be in these two places. R is facing an immediate neighbor of, R is seated second to the left of W and he is facing the person who is to the immediate neighbor of Q. And M is immediate right of D. T is facing the center. P is sitting between the persons who are facing away. Q is seated third to the left of M. M who is facing outside. M is facing outside and D is fourth to the left of W. 1, 2, 3, 4, D is fourth to the left of W. As D is fourth to the left of W and whatever this one, Q is third to the left of M. D is fourth to the left of W and Q is, and Z is third to the left of A, P is seated second to the right of T, R is seated second to the left of W and he is facing the person, M is sitting to the immediate right of D. M is to the immediate right hand side of D. Now, the direction of this D is not known. M can be here or here. If D is facing towards the center, M will be here. D is away from the center, M will be here, isn't it? Then, what is the other information here? And P is in between the persons away from the center. Q is third to the left of M. Q is third to the left of M. M is facing outside. M is facing outside. If M is here, then M1, here Q1. If M is here, M2, Q2. Two possibilities are there. And in both the cases, M is facing away from the center only. And who is facing outside? D is fourth to the left of W and L is third to the right of R. L is third to the right of R, hence L must be at this place. L is seated third to the right of R. L is. If L is here, then M cannot be there, hence where should this M? M must be here. If M is here, M is facing away from the center and Q sits third to the left of M, hence where should this Q? Q must be at this place. Are you following this one or not? As of now, how many persons were done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persons were completed. Now, we are left with only the remaining 3. And again, and P is seated. Now, where should this P be? Now, P is seated now the person who is facing towards R is also facing towards the center or not? Why? Because this R is facing the person who is an immediate neighbor of Q, and this person is also facing the center. Then now P can be either here or here or here, out of which tell me whether P can be here or not. No, P is second, forget about this one. Now as of now tell me P can be here or not. If P is here, immediate neighbors of P must face away from the center, hence P cannot be here. Can P be here? No, P cannot be here. If P is here, then immediate neighbors of P away from the center is not possible. Hence where should this P? And next one, Z is third to the left of A, P is seated second to the right of T. Now P is seated second to the right of T. Now can P be here? If P is here, P is seated second to the right of T. Then we should have T here. Isn't it? If T is here, then we will be having more than 4 persons who are facing towards the center. Isn't it? Hence what is the possibility we have? Hence P must be at this place adjacent to W. Done with this, P is here. As P is here, and immediate neighbors of P are facing away from the center. And first information, what is information we have? And T is facing towards the center. And where should this T? T can be in between W and R or adjacent to Q. And A and Z. Now A and Z is third to the left of A. As Z is third to the left of A, then what is the possibility we have? Z and A can be in these two places only. If Z is here, A will be here, or if Z is here, A will be here. Isn't it? If Z and A are in these two places, then T must be here. T is facing the center. T is facing the center, P is seated second to the right of T. Isn't it? Then, now tell me how many persons are away from the center as of now? One between Z and A is away from the center, next one W is away from the center, and M is also away from the center. Has any information regarding any person here? And Z is third to the left of A, and P is seated second to the right of T, R is seated second to the left of W, and he is facing the person who is an immediate neighbor of Q. M is an immediate right of D. M is an immediate neighbor of D. D is also facing away. As D is away, as of now, how many persons are away? 4 persons. Who are those 4? M, D, W, and between Z and A1. As 4 persons are away, all the remaining persons must be towards the center only. Clear? And this person is also towards the center. As this person is towards the center, Z is third to the left of A. Tell me what are the positions of the Z and A. Z is third to the left of A. Cheppandi Z and A ekkada undochu. Z is third to the left of A. Now let us take for example if A is here. If A is here, Z is third to the left of A. Is it possible here? Z is third to the left of A. Then Z can be here because this person A is facing towards the center. Z is third to the left of A is possible. Hence A can be here, Z can be here. Then the second possibility we are checking out here. Now whether A can be here or not. If A is here, this A is away from the center, then Z will be here, Z is third to the left of A. And so how many possibilities? A or Z or A or Z can be in these two places. Clear? We cannot able to fix these two persons. Yes, this is about question number 78 to 82. Now in this 78, who is sitting third to the right of D? Third to the right of D, tell me who is that answer here? Either Z or A is the answer. Either Z or A, we cannot definitely conclude about this one. Either Z or A. Then question number 79. And who is sitting opposite to Z? Opposite to Z. Tell me who is that person here? Opposite to Z. Opposite to Z, who is that person? Q or M. Opposite to Z is either Q or M. Either Q or M. Opposite to Z. Done? Next one. What about question number 80 here? And who are the immediate neighbors? And W and A are the immediate neighbors? No. And maybe or may not be. And Q and A, M and P, M and R, definitely true, choice 4. M and R definitely true, choice 4. Then question number 81 here. Who is facing away from the center? Z, T, M, P, Q. Z may or may not, and T no. M away from the center, that is choice 3. 81 choice 3. Then 82 who are facing each other. M and E are facing each other, that is false. W and Q are facing each other, false. L and P are false. R and T. T is facing the center, T is also facing R and T. And so what is your answer here? Choice 4. And R and T, that is choice 4. And this is about question number 78 to 82. Then 83 to 85. 83 to 85, it is based on blood relations. Now in this blood relation, what is the information here? Now L is the mother of F. Now who is the mother? L is the mother of F. L is the mother of F. H is the sister of E. D is married to H. R is the only daughter of D. E is the daughter of O. F is the wife of O. F is the wife of O. O is here. And E is the daughter of O. And E is here. E is the daughter of O. And H is the sister of E. H is the sister of E. And D is married to H. D is a female. Sorry, H is a female. D is a male. D is married to H. L is the mother of F. H is the sister of E. And H is the sister of E. D is married to H. R is the only daughter of whom? R is the only daughter of D. R is the only daughter of D, R, and E is the daughter of O, and F is the wife of O. This is what the information we have. Then, who is the sister-in-law of H's husband? H's husband is D, and D's sister-in-law. Tell me who is D's sister-in-law? D's wife is H, H's sister. E, that is choice 2. Then 84. And how many females are there in the family? Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 females in the family, that is choice 3. Then question number 85. And who is eldest in this family? Yes, L is eldest in the family, that is choice 4. 83 to 85. Then question numbers 86 to 90. Now in this 86 to 90, what is information here? 86 to 90. Now 7 friends, B, M, K, P, D, F, H, isn't it? And visit a gym on 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. 4 days were given, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. And now so 7 persons were there, there are only 4 days, which implies that it comes under which category? Combination, isn't it? Then it comes under common parameter distribution. As common parameter distribution, now we have to divide according to dates. Now Tuesday is one, next one is what? Wednesday, next is Friday, and finally another one is Saturday. Now this is how these 7 persons attended this. And at least 1 person but not more than 2. At least 1 but not more than 2, then what are the possibilities here? On one of the days there is only 1 person, and in the remaining days there must be 2 persons. 2 into 3, 6 plus 1, 7. At least 1 person but not more than 2 visits the gym on each of these days, and each one of them likes a different game as well. Now P visits on Friday. What about this P? P visits on Friday. P is here, and the person P visits on Friday with the person who likes chess. That means chess is 1 more person, isn't it? And so 2 persons on Friday. Who are those 2? P is 1, and the one who likes chess is the other. And next one, the person who likes hockey does not visit on Saturday, and the one who likes hockey does not visit on Saturday. And at the same time, and the one does not visit on Saturday nor with DRH, nor with DRH. Now the person who is playing, who likes hockey, is not visiting along with D and H. Is not visiting along with D and H. F likes tennis, visits alone on Tuesday. F is tennis. Alone on Tuesday means on Tuesday there is no other person who is attending to that gym. Hence on Tuesday there is only 1 person, and in the remaining 3 days 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 persons. Hence 1 plus 6, 7. Now we can able to finalize. Here 1, here there are 2, here also there are 2, and here also it must be 2. Done with this? Then M visits on Wednesday. M visits on Wednesday, and he does not like hockey, and M does not like hockey as well. Now D does not like hockey, H and M, these 3 persons does not like hockey. K visits on Wednesday. Now K and M are the 2 persons visits on Wednesday, and H does not like chess. Now this H does not like chess. Then F, K, P, F were done, isn't it? Now we are left with 2 more persons, and the person who likes the person who likes hockey visits with the person who likes football, and hockey and football must be adjacent to each other. And hockey and football must be adjacent to each other. Hockey cannot be on Saturday, isn't it? As a hockey cannot be on Saturday, hockey cannot be on Friday, because chess was already there on Friday. Hence, hockey and football must be together, out of which M does not like hockey, hence K must like hockey. If K is hockey, now this M is football. Are you following this one or not? M is football, and the person who likes badminton visits on Friday, and badminton is visits on Friday, and who is that person is none other than P. P likes badminton, and B likes neither cricket nor chess, and B cannot be here. As B cannot be here, B must be here. If B is here, now this H does not like chess, and where should this H? H must be at the last Saturday, B and H, isn't it? Clear now? Are you following this one or not? Then what is the other case we have? And S, B neither likes cricket nor chess. B likes neither, H does not like chess, as H does not like chess here, and P badminton, now we are left with B. Now this B does not neither likes cricket nor chess. Neither cricket nor chess, then what is the thing left over here? B is boxing. B is boxing. Done? B is boxing. If B is boxing, then what else is left over? F, M, K, P, B, H, cricket. Now cricket is H. If H is cricket, tell me, and who is the other person here? T. T. Now T must be chess. D. D. D for Delhi. Now D is chess. Clear now? And this is what the information we have. And so whenever it comes under common parameter, this is how you need to separate this one. Done? Then, now this is about question numbers 86 to 90. Then 91 to 95. Now question numbers 91 to 95. Now in this 91 to 95, what is the information here? 8 friends, Charan, Charu, Charita, Charmi, Chameli, Chintu, Chitti and Chandi are seated in a straight line. You must be very careful regarding these names, isn't it? Because now, sir, if you were habituated of representing the name with the first 2 letters, it will be very difficult. You have to write the entire name here. Then, how many persons are there? We have some 8 persons. Now, 8 persons, the names of all these persons are starting with the same letter, isn't it? Then, now 8 persons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then in this one, some of them are facing towards north and some of them are facing towards south is clearly given. Then what is the other information we have? And only 3 people sit to the right of. Only 3 people sit to the right of Chintu. This is very, very information. Isn't it important? Only 3 people sit to the right of Chintu. Now from here, we can able to start the information. Only 3 people sit to the right of whom? Sit to the right of Chintu. Only 3 people sit to the right of Chintu is given. Only 3 people sit to the right of whom? 3 people sit to the right of Chintu. Then tell me what is the information we have? Then only 3 people sit to the right of Chintu. Then how many possibilities do we have? We have some 3 possibilities. 2 possibilities. What are those 2 possibilities here? Chintu can be either from the right hand side or from the left hand side, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Chintu can be here. Chintu. Now Chintu. Now this Chintu must be facing towards south. Then what is the other possibility? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now Chintu can be here. If Chintu is here, now this Chintu must face towards north. Done with this? And only 3 people sit to the right of Chintu. And Charita sits second to the left of Chintu. Charita sits second to the left of Chintu. Charita is here. And Charita sits second to the left of Chintu. Charita is here. Charita sits second to the left of Chintu. And Charmi sits third to the right of Chandi. And Chandi is not an immediate neighbor of Chintu. Chandi is not an immediate neighbor of Chintu. Hence Chandi. Chandi cannot be in these 2 places. Chandi is not an immediate neighbor of Chintu. At the same time, earlier we have one more information. Chandi cannot be at any extreme ends, isn't it? Unda leda chundi? Chandi is not an, does not sit at any extreme ends. Chandi does not sit at any of the extreme ends of the row. Chandi does not sit at the extreme ends of the row. Hence, Chandi cannot be here and Chandi cannot be here. As Chandi cannot be in these 4 places, cannot be in these 2 places, and so only 2 places are left over. Are you following this one or not? Now Chandi cannot be here and Chandi cannot be here. Now we are left with 6 possibilities. Now we are having only 2 possibilities to this Chandini. Now this Chandi, now Chandi is not an immediate neighbor of Chintu, and again. And Chandi is not an immediate neighbor of Chintu, and immediate neighbors of Charmi faces south. Immediate neighbors of Charmi facing south, and only 3 people sit to the right of, and now only 3 people sit to the right of Chintu. Charita sits second to the left of Chintu, and Charmi sits third to the right of Chandi, isn't it? Now Charmi sits third to the right of Chandi. Now Chandi cannot be here, hence Chandi must be here. This is one of the points. If Chandi is here, then this Charmi sits third to the right of Chandi. Is it possible? No, because Chintu and Charmi must be in the same place, which is not possible. Hence Chandi cannot be here as well. Then what is the only possibility we have? Charmi must be here, isn't it? Now Chandi must be at this place. If Chandi is here, now this Charmi sits third to the right. 1, 2, 3, Charmi must be here. If Charmi is here, the immediate neighbor of Charmis are south, isn't it? And Charmi sits third to the right of Chandi. Charmi sits third to the right of Chandi. Charmi sits third to the right of Chandi, hence Chandi must be north. As Chandi is towards north, and then what is the other information we have? No, sir. People does not and Chandi does not sit at any one of the extreme ends of the line, and both the immediate neighbors of Chandi faces south. Immediate neighbors of Chandi faces south, hence these 2 persons must be facing towards south. Immediate neighbors of Chandi facing towards south, and so are the immediate neighbors of Chandi here? No, Chandi is at this place. Now these 2 persons are immediate neighbors facing towards south. If these 2 persons are facing towards south, immediate neighbors of Chandi facing towards south, isn't it? Then now this person cannot be Chandi. Then what is the other information here? And Chameli and Charan, both the immediate, Chandi does not sit, both the immediate neighbors of Chandi faces south. Chameli and Charmi face opposite directions to Charan, and only 3 people sit to the right of Chintu, and Charita sits second to the left of Chintu. We have taken that information. And Charmi sits third to the right of Chandi. Charmi is seated third to the right of Chandi. Chandi is not an immediate neighbor of Chintu. And Charu sits second to the right of Chitti. Charu sits second to the right of Chitti. Is it possible here? Charu sits second to the right of Chitti, and this must be Charu, and sits second to the right of Chitti. Chitti must be here, isn't it? And Charu sits second, and immediate neighbors of Charmi face opposite. Immediate neighbors of Charmi are facing opposite, and Charita must be towards north. And next one, the first information we have, number of people in between, isn't it? Number of people in between, what is that information we have? Chapan. As many people sit between Chintu and Charu. Chintu and Charu. Chintu and Charu, tell me how many persons are there? There are 2 persons. And Chintu and Charu, there are 2 persons, and between, and Chintu and Chameli. Between Chintu and Chameli also we should have exactly 2 persons. And where should this Chameli? Chameli must be at this place, and this is Chameli. If this is Chameli, then who is the person left over here? Charan. Now Charan is the person left over, isn't it? Now this is what the information we have, Charan. If Charan is here, Charu, Chandi and Chitti and Chintu, Charmi, Charita and Chandi, and who is the other person? Chameli and Charan. Charan is at this place. Then tell me whether the entire information is valid or not. As many people sit between Chintu and Charu is same as Chintu and Chameli, and Chandi does not sit at any of the extreme ends. Both the neighbors of Chandi faces south, and Chameli and Charmi face opposite direction of Charan. Now both these 2 persons, Chameli and Charmi, face opposite to Charan. Opposite to Charan means Charan's information is given at the last. Charan faces south. As Charan is facing south, these 2 persons must be facing towards north. And who are those? Chameli and Charmi must be facing towards north. Chameli and Charmi. And Chameli and Charmi are facing towards north. Isn't it? Are you getting the answer or not? And so what is the final answer we got here? And now the directions of all these persons were done. Now this is the final arrangement. Done. Now this is about 91 to 95. Then question numbers 96 to 100. Write down this arrangement here. Now this arrangement once again I will write down, rewrite this arrangement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now who is the first person here? Charu. Now this Charu is facing towards south. Next one, Chandni. Now Chandni is facing towards north. And next one is Chitti. Now this Chitti is facing towards south. And next one is Chintu. Now this Chintu is facing towards south. And after this Chintu, next one is Charmi. And Charmi is facing towards north. And next one is Charita, isn't it? Charita is facing towards which direction? North. And next one Chameli. And Chameli is facing towards north again. Finally, Charan is facing towards south. Done. Now this is what the information we have regarding this. And this is about question numbers 91 to 95. Write down the final arrangement. Then 96 to 100. Now question numbers 96 to 100. What is information here? 96 to 100. Done. Now in this 96 to 100, yes, tell me what is information. Now in this 96 to 100, then how many steps are there? Now total number of elements 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 elements and 6 steps are there. That means in each step exactly 2 elements are being arranged at this place. Then first one. And what is the logic behind this one? Fall in, and all the words are starting with F and A, and F and A, LL, M, S, STE, STI, next one FAV, FA. That means all the words are arranged in the alphabetical order and followed by the numbers 22, 48, 15, 33, 29, 59. Now first even numbers are arranged in the ascending order followed by odd numbers in the ascending order. Done? Now all the words in the ascending order followed by the numbers, even numbers in the ascending order followed by odd numbers in the ascending order. Then coming to this one, the pattern. Now first highest word arranged at the first place and the least number arranged at the last place. From there onwards, now the highest word shifted to the next place and the previous word coming to the first place. And so on, all the words were arranged at the first places and they were shifted to the next place. Numbers arranged at the last place shifted to the next place. Done with this? Now this is about 96 to 100. Done? Now paper number 667, question number 66 to 100. Yes, anything left over in this paper? Clear? No? Number series. Question is Chapan Torga. Yes, question numbers please, because some students are waiting outside. 60, 61 to 65. Yes, question number 61 to 65, quick. Number Chapali. 64. Now 64, 64. Now what are these numbers here? 1, 730. 1 and 730. What is 1 and 730? The difference between these two is how much? 729. Now 729 can be written as either 9 cube or 3 power 6. Two possibilities, 3 power 6. Then the difference between 730 and 973. What is the difference here? 243 is the difference. Now 729 and 343. 729 can be written as 3 power 6. Now 243 is 3 power 5. And next one it must be 2 power 3 power 4, that is 81. Now check out whether it is 81 or not. 3 plus 1, 4, 97 plus 8, that is 105. Done? Next one it must be how much? 27. 54 plus 27, 1081, that is also true. And next one must be 9. This is 3 cube, next one 3 square. 1081 plus 9, it must be 1090. Here it is given as 1089. And what is your answer here? And choice 1. 1089 is the wrong number and the remaining numbers are correct numbers. Clear? 64, quick. 63. Now in this question number 63, now Now in the 63, now what is the here? There is only one decimal here. Whenever there is a single decimal, always multiply the numbers with 10. 92, this will be 106, next will be 76, 124 and 60, 140 and 44 are the numbers, isn't it? Now again if you observe here, the numbers are increasing and decreasing, and that too the series is a longer series, hence it must be under alternate series. Then difference between 92 and 676, what is the difference? Minus 16. Now 76 and 60 minus 16, and 60 minus 16, 44, minus 16 minus 16 minus 16, and the remaining 106 and 24, 106 plus how much? Plus 18 is 24, and 124 how much? Plus 16. As it is 16, here also it must be 16. 124 minus 16 is how much? 108 should be the number, isn't it? Now if 108 is there, hence 108 plus 16, 124 plus 16, 140. What is the wrong number here? 106 is the wrong number, that is 10.6. Done? Every alternate numbers starting with first number minus 16, minus 16, minus 16, and the remaining numbers are plus 16. Clear now? And 61 to 65. Anything else? And the next is clerical paper.